And as it's the first day back to school for many other school districts in Maine today.
Yeah, that includes Lewiston, where officials are addressing recent safety concerns ahead of this school opening day. Our Sam Rogers live for us at the high school and joined by the superintendent of Lewiston Schools, Jake Langlaise. Good morning, Sam.
Lee and Leanne, good morning, and Superintendent Langlaise, thank you so much for waking up early with us, even though I know you mentioned that you were already getting up early for the first day of school. And of course, safety always a top priority for you and your staff across this district. But with the recent shooting incident on Friday and some other incidents that have happened over the past couple of weeks, you took time to address the incidents with the chief of police. Why was it important to kind of maybe ease some concerns that parents may have?
Well, I think as a community, it's going to take us all to solve this challenge that we're facing with the gun violence. But also wanted people to know that we work closely with Lewis Police Department. We have a close relationship. We're in constant communication, and safety is our first priority. So anything going on in the community, we have a pulse on it. We have a different perspective as educators who spend a lot of time with our kids and families. So we can share that information as appropriate, and it really helps us set the stage for keeping everybody safe.
And for parents, staff, and students who are returning back to class today, what advice would you give them? I know we were talking about the see something, say something. Why is that, even though a simple message, so important?
Well, I think it's critically important because oftentimes the intimate knowledge of someone that might be upset about something, or someone who might have a conflict, or someone who might have something else going on, it will allow us to do something with that information. So we want people to be courageous enough to say if they think there's a concern, so that we can evaluate the situation, share information as appropriate. And it doesn't have to come to school, but it can come to school administration. It can go to law enforcement. It can be both places. I think we do a good job being responsive to anything like that comes up.
Of course, gun violence, gun safety has been on top of mind for a lot of Mainers in the wake of the mass shooting that happened here just a few months ago. How often are those conversations happening within your district?
Yeah, I think as a community, you think that something can't happen where you are, and then last October it did. And so I think that we're constantly looking for ways to be smart about safety and be vigilant about safety, but that did happen here, and we did recover from that, and we continue to recover from that. But it's always a challenge when you think about such trauma and the things that have occurred. But we've been lifting people up as much as we can. We have a great staff. We are so excited to start the school year, and there's no place I'd rather be right now than just the first day of school and to feel the kids back in the school and that energy that's tied with it.
All right, Lewiston Public School Superintendent Jake Langlaise joining us this morning as some staff members are getting back into the building for that first day of school. Jake, thank you so much for your time. Lee and Leanne, back to you.